Before I start this, here's a video. If you remember Nicole Arburn, then you know that she's a stupid ass bitch. Or if you agree with her, then you're just as stupid as she is. So, yeah, hit that link in the description down below. Here's another Tubes Tumblr for y'all. Now, what did I find on here today? Well, first, one of the people that I follow that also follows me, I love the fact that I can actually say that. Anyway, Roundhouse Chick with this text post saying, literally my favorite friends are the ones who I can text for hours on end, going back and forth between silly and serious topics. Like one minute we're talking about making fun of each other, and the next we're discussing time travel and the Big Bang, and the next we're talking about superpowers and how we would save the world. Seriously, I like having conversations like that with people. Like anybody I can have a serious conversation with, I like those people. And if our energy like bounces off each other and we can still have like silly conversations, it's just like, what superpower would you have? I'd have teleportation, by the way. Somebody you can literally talk about anything with. That's a good friend. I hate when people associate being skinny with being healthy. Being thin does not mean you're being healthy. Being healthy means doing what's good for your body and taking care of it. Whether you're thin like me or you got a gut out to here, as long as you are taking care of that body and not completely freaking killing it, you're doing good on yourself and you're being healthy. And that goes into this from Overly Polite Bisexual. I have so many thin friends who eat shit and don't exercise ever and are probably rotting inside, but no one says shit about their health. So let's stop pretending it's fat people's health you're bothered about, you transparent motherfuckers. That's good, transparent motherfuckers, I like that. Like seriously, if you see a fat person, also the thing is, a lot of people seem to associate fat with the word ugly. It don't matter how pretty you are in the face, you got a petty ass attitude, you're still ugly, okay? Let me just note that. And this actually isn't the craziest part of this post. The next part is from, you know what, y'all can read that for yourself. I'm not even sure how to freaking pronounce this. This looks like it's in German or something. Anyway, when I was a heroin addict, I lost a significant amount of weight. One day, I took my sweatshirt off around a friend whom I never really liked that much, and she just, you lost so much weight, I'm so jealous, your tummy is so flat, you look so healthy. I shit you not, she said I looked healthy. I was addicted to heroin. Let's move on. Let me show you this video of a young barber. And when I say young barber, I mean young barber.
Against the grain, go back where you stand. Stand behind the chair. You're going against the grain. Alright? So you're going backwards. Man, you got patience, man. I know it takes. For real, man. There you go. You turn his head. You don't walk, you turn his head. There you go.
This kid has got skill. And I love, like, I'm guessing this dude's like his big brother or something. He don't sound that much older than him. This kid's doing real good with his cut. I mean, seriously. People underestimate too much what, like, kids can do. Kids can say, like, some of the most deepest ass shit ever. I mean, look at the Rugrats, for example. The amount of shit that they say on there that is just, like... You know, that feeling where you just, like, left speechless? And you're just thinking about it, they say a lot of deep ass shit, like for real. But seriously, good cut. Let's look at the rest of this.
There you go. You got your comb in your hand. So,
Like all it takes is a little bit of patience. That's all you need, and you can teach a kid like anything. Now, you know how the media says that black celebrities have so much influence and yet they don't use it? And that they should like go into these communities and tell them to tell like all these kids, all these people to start loving each other more? Well, let's look at this real quick. Something that Black Lamb pointed out. Someone in my Twitter mentions was commenting on how the media is always using celebs to distract us from what's going on in the news. As black people, I'm here to say that we know what's going on. And most of us can sit here and talk about the Nicki and Miley beef and we still know the single name made into a hashtag since last year. See, what's the example I came up with? Oh yeah, you remember, any kids that remember the Disney replay that they did? They brought back for one night a bunch of old Disney Channel shows And you know why that was a distraction? Because that was the day that Trayvon Martin died. That was the anniversary of when a young black teen was shot, which almost basically sparked Black Lives Matters in the first place.
Black people are complex, especially with our feelings. We can be so numb to all the pain and all the hate society throws at us, and yet in the face of all of it, we can make up dance crazes, kill it with Vine, and overall shine through all the darkness while always paying tribute to our fallen. No award show is going to make me care less about black lives being taken too early by the police. And then they say black celebs have so much power and they don't use their platform to help. Okay, but the last time Nicki tried to speak out about anything, old little skinny white bitch Taylor decided black women's suffrage on her suffrage was hers to comment on. What I'm saying is, no matter the status, celeb, or average people, there is always a white voice yelling over the top of you and trying to make us shut up about the truth.
Seriously, this is incredibly true because America hides a lot of its history. For example, the FBI is the one who put all the freaking cocaine and dope and heroin, all that shit in black communities. People always want to talk about black people being drug dealers, but y'all don't seem to realize, how the fuck did that shit even get there in the first place? If somebody is living in a neighborhood like that, do you really think they have a passport and are just going to go to another country and bring back shit to sell? Like, did y'all ever ask how that shit got there in the first place? Also, Lincoln was a racist and didn't even want equality between white people and black people. He just wanted the Civil War to stop. Nixon was in on MLK's assassination. Even Gandhi hated black people. And the government and the FBI kidnapped members of the Black Panther Party and brainwashed them and tried to destroy them from the inside because they knew they were such a threat and had such a giant ass influence. And they were afraid of that.
We average black people live in a world made for white people. We speak out and our bosses fire us, our teachers fail us. They always find a way to silence us. All I'm saying is thank God for celebs who try to use their influence and their voices, but please remember that they still have restrictions in this world just like we do. It's a really scary thing.
I mean, people keep saying they want black celebrities to use their influence that they have because they know they have so much of it, and yet the moment they try and say, no, shut up, not about that, no. Can I call it hypocrisy? Now, the last thing I want to read to you is a post from Disguised Freedom. The post says, a California police officer has been fired for not using violence. Like, let me read this story to you. This is freaking ridiculous.
Seaside, California, a 20-year veteran of the CSU Monterey Bay Police Force was given a notice of termination this week for not choosing to immediately resort to violence during a confrontation with a suicidal student. The unidentified officer was the first on the scene when responding to an incident involving a suicidal college student in his CSUMB dorm room in February of this year. The officer showed a heartening level of restraint when dealing with the student who was in his room with a knife, a hammer, and threatening to light himself on fire. He was clearly a danger to himself and he was in crisis. Marina Bay Police Chief Armando Rodriguez said, "We were trying to keep him from accessing his weapons or leave to get medical attention. Instead of immediately resorting to violence, this officer was talking the student down and de-escalating the situation. The officer was successful in this, calming the student down and was going to get him a glass of water when the Marina Bay Police Department showed up and immediately started tasering the student. The campus officer refused to tase the student as he did not perceive him as a threat. Subsequently, Rodriguez's department later issued a failure to act complaint against the campus officer, accusing him of not engaging a highly agitated situation. It defies logic and is extremely disappointing that in a time where law enforcement is under fire for using more force than necessary, an officer is being terminated for attempting to use civilized methods to resolve a situation. Our officer did not believe he was of any threat. The other officer started yelling and screaming to get down, tased him multiple times, and from what I understand, told the university officer to tase him again. The officer has been on paid leave since April, according to his attorney, who said she is about to follow suit with the university. Well, file a lawsuit with the university.
So people keep talking about how there's a few bad eggs out there. Well, here's a good egg, and he got fired for doing his job the way he's supposed to. What the fuck? And people People have something to say about this.
Blue Fire Spirit says, what the fuck kind of over-violent policing culture tases a suicidal student multiple times in order to save the student's life? And then complains when an officer is actually incredibly diplomatic and nonviolent and effective at de-escalating the situation.
Real talk, you gotta just like think about that. They're trying to save this guy's life by damn near ending it. The guy says he's finna kill himself and y'all come in and tase the guy and damn near electrocute him? Like, y'all could have killed him.
Nota Bearer has to say, again, for all the folks who want to talk about good cops, this is an actually good cop who was actually doing their job effectively. As retribution, he is now has a complaint in his file. Amazing Atheist says, the next time someone tells you that there's just a few bad apples in the police force, confront them with this for an example, see what happens to one of the good apples.
Seriously? What the fuck? That's just where I'm gonna end this show. Tell me what the hell you think about this, because this is just like so dumb to me. I'm Tubez the One. Goodbye.